guys, welcome back. This is True Crime Lovers in Sims 4 version. This is the story of a woman that killed 600 men with makeup. Did I mention with makeup? I wanted to do a let's play, but I was like, you know what, I like true crime, so I'm going to do a true crime version of The Sims 4. Bear with me, this is the first time I'm doing this, so this is the first time this is my favorite story. Favorite crime that actually happened. This is sad in some way, but at the end of the day it's good. So hi, I'm LP Wolfie, and let's start off with our true crime. Why don't we? So let's start. This is the 17th century Rome, where the most notorious assassin was born. She killed 600 men. Not by herself, but she did it anyways. This is the year 1633 in Italy, where the unlimited power afforded to men meant that women of those times often suffered untold abuse. Like, these women were not standard, they were tools, and men treat them like shit. Like, that's what I just have said. They were being abused and everything. So, notorious assassin that was born in 1620. Giulia Tofana. She owned her own makeup store, and at this makeup store, you must be wondering, makeup kills 600 men? Yeah, she sold poison. Her mother assassinated her husband in 1633 and passed on the recipe to her daughter, and her daughter took that recipe and made a business out of it, but she used a makeup company as a cover-up. What? She would call this best-selling product of Aqua Tofana. This poison was given to wives that was being abused or in terrible relationship with their husband, and she would give it to them to give to their husband to kill, so they could become widows. Don't ask me, I don't know. But she will make these wonderful poison up, and she will give it to these women. But each woman she went through, she actually did a background check and everything. She wasn't just giving the poison to any and anybody. She actually picked and chose very carefully who she was giving this poison to. She can't just hand them a poison, which was crazy. And the poison was very strong. It didn't have no smell, no taste. It couldn't be traced. Like, this is the 1600s. This is very advanced. And it couldn't be traced at all, which is really crazy. And she also did this with her daughter. And it's crazy. Her daughter passed it down. So she and her daughter actually owned this makeup company, and they were giving it to these females to go kill their husbands. So these husbands would be in very high-end jobs, like very high-end politics and doctors, and sometimes farmers and rich people. So these ladies would put them in their drinks, they will put it in their food. They will put it in their food, and it's really crazy. And they will put the death as unknown illness or diseases because they don't know what was killing these husbands. And it went on for years. Like, the husbands will end up with belly ache, stomach ache, and vomiting. And before you even forget, it was 4 doses that they have to put in. 1 dose will give them a little sickness, like just a regular stomach ache. It'd be a little fine. The second dose will give them like a vomited, nausea, like, the flu. And the third, 4th dose will take care of the rest. They're just going to die. So doctors believed that the death was caused by an unknown illness and diseases. And it's just, the slow nature of poison meant that victim had to choose chance to get their affairs in order, and their wives were there. So the husbands would put their wives in wills, and husbands didn't know what was going on because men was just dropping left and right, and they were so confused. They were like, what the heck? So they were like, whatever. But for real, the wives were just killing left and right. And Julie was making business. Let me tell you, she was making money. I'm sorry, this is a serious matter, and I'm here laughing. But she really carefully sold everything proper. Like, everything was right. And she did it for so long. Like, these women were just killing left to right. They were like, oh my goodness. So these women were legitimately enjoying themselves. They were actually like doing a good job at hiding their sorrows. They're really good actors. That's all I have to say. They're really good actors. They're like, oh, my husband died. For real? But I'm dead ass. This is amazing. But it's not amazing. Don't go kill your husband. But Julia confessed to killing over 600 men from 1633 to 1651 in Rome alone. The numbers could be lower or could be high, because technically they don't know exactly the numbers, but we got to say. But it all comes down to when she migrated and then she went back. But hear it out. It was 1659 when she got caught and got executed in Rome. Why did she get executed in Rome, you may ask? Well, forget about her daughter. We're going to talk about how she got executed over a freaking soup. Yes, you heard me. She got executed because of soup. Well, she gave this woman some poison for her husband because she was going through a very abusive relationship, and she brought it home. And the woman put it in her husband's soup. And when she put it in her husband's soup and gave it to the husband, she got nervous. Her husband sipped once, and she told her husband to stop before she sipped. So the guy got mad, asking, why does she want me to stop drinking the soup? And she told her husband why, and her husband dragged her butt to the police station back in the times. And they confronted the woman. And the woman told on Julia. She could have picked up another name for crying out loud. She could have been like, oh, it was Samantha. But no, she told the truth. And when she told the truth, she got caught. And they executed Juliana in 1659 for killing all the men. Juliana confessed about the man. And not only that, the wife's names. She also they asked her for her customers' names. And she gave them her customers' names, and some of them actually. So some of the females were acting like, what? My husband died? I did not know that. They act like they didn't poison the husband. Some of them confessed it, and they also got executed as well for murdering their husband cold blood. So the wives were also getting killed as well. Like, the wife was actually executed, but not all of them was. Some of them got away, some of them didn't, sadly. But this is a story on how Giulia Tofana got away with killing 600 men with a wonderful poison called Aqua Tofana. Don't go out and go kill your husband. Be safe, be nice. Thank you for watching. See you next time with Storytime. I hope you like it. Thank you, and bye. And if I have to say one thing in this darkness time, if poison is truly a woman's weapon, no one has the welding like it. Giulia Tofana. I'm that ass. Like, this woman poisoned a lot of people, but I didn't want to go into full depth for her story. To be honest, I just want to get to the point on what she really did and how she got away with it, innocent full virgin. Hope you guys like it, and thank you for listening, and hope you guys subscribe and wait for my next story time. I actually am prepared for the next story. I'm kind of very nervous about this one, so I was just there's a lot of stories about this woman, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to cut to the point and go to the real juicy part. We don't need a background story, we just need to know that she poisoned 600 men. But anyways, thank you, and bye again, and see you next week. Bye bye.